Welcome to the Growth with Value API, which allows you to connect your spreadsheets to our database. And when you download the API spreadsheet, you will see this, where we have created a dashboard which will just showcase some of the calls that you can make and then let you build your own analysis. Before you get started with it though, you need to go to the Info tab and just enter your API key here, which you can find on your account page. And if you don't see it there, then just drop us a line at support@growthwithvalue and we'll set that up for you. So on this info page, it just runs through what is included in the spreadsheet. So we start with the company summary, which you just saw. Then there's a balance sheet, income statement, all the financial statements and ratios. And as well as that, it goes into some details about the different functions and their parameters. So just coming back to the company summary, and what you'll see here, if you go into, let's for instance look at return on equity, then there's a formula there which is growth with value ticker field, and that is the format of all the functions. It starts with GWV, and if we come to, bear with me, the API functions tab, here it lists out all your functions. So we were looking at return on equity, so that's a ticker field, and that's used extensively. I'll come back to that. And the other important one is to import the financials. We've got 20 years of financials for you. We can also have some macroeconomic data. Again, I'll come back to that. And then lists of exchange and tickers. So back to our company summary. And if we want to just reload this, then let's just choose another company and enter the ticker there. You need to press refresh because this is quite a heavy, intensive spreadsheet. So auto recalc is turned off. So we'll just refresh that and bring up the details for Google. And at the same time, it's loaded the balance sheet. So that's the import financials call. That's just one call, brings back all of this data. So just come back to the info sheet. When I talk about calls, your API key has a limit of the number of calls you can use per day, and it will show what your limit is and how many have you used. So this balance sheet is just one call. We then have an income statement, similarly cash flow, and some ratios. And most of what you see here, so we've got your usual industry classification, the number of shares, the price, some ratios here, profitability, return on assets, etc., dividend information, and the compound annual growth rates. So all of these use the ticker field API call. So I'll go into detail on that in a minute. And down here we have a discounted cash flow valuation, and you can change the values in the green cells to sort of tweak that. So these are just examples. You can build your own just based on this. Coming back to the ticker field, here, ticker field functions. So the format of this formula is like this. So growth with value ticker field, the ticker name, and then the field that you want to bring back, in this case the name. So it will bring back Apple. And here we have all of the fields that you can use. So currently we have 79 and it's growing. There's your return on asset and equity. So this is a very powerful, very useful function. Now, you may be wondering about the format of the tickers. So coming back to our company summary, where we have google.us. So you have the ticker name for Google and US to say the exchange is US. So on the exchanges page, and this is again another function, GWV exchanges, you can see the code that you need to enter. There's your US. And then we go to the tickers. So here we just type an exchange, such as Paris, and it will list out all of the ticker codes that we can enter in that company summary sheet. Next, we have not just the company information, we have a data series. So this is mainly macroeconomic data. So we can see here a list of all the different series titles that you can have. Let's just look at the US, for example. Oops. Just filter that, United States. And you can see here quite a few measures that we have stored in the database, from consumer price index, GDP, right through to bond yields. So looking at the series ID here, you take one of these values, you go to the data series tab, and let's just say we want the US 10-year government bond, F9 again, and it brings back the series here. So quite fast and very powerful function there. Right, back to our company summary. And that sort of wraps it up. So from here you should be able to just see what functions are used and how to construct your own spreadsheets. So enjoy. Thank you.